That electrical shock-like sensation that spreads down the arms and the spine in the exam hall is called as Lermite sign, because while writing exam, it is called barber chair phenomena. We will be slowly demyelinating. Too many days we prepared without eating vitamin B12. So the sufficient demyelination will begin in exam hall with Lermite sign. So those who are having multiple sclerosis classically, they'll have that electrical sensation creeping across their body because of the demyelination which they have basically not in the peripheral nerves but in the spinal cord. Cardiac tamponade. This question I disagree, because Kusumal is found more commonly in constrictive pericarditis. It doesn't mean that it is not found in cardiac tamponade. What is Kusumal basically? JVP is expected to drain into jugular veins, are expected to drain blood into right atrium. Anything that prevents that filling of right atrium from the JVP will make JVP remain prominent. Normally JVP collapses, jugular vein collapses during inspiration. Without collapsing, if it remains prominent during inspiration, that means filling of the right atrium is inadequate. Commonly it occurs in constrictive pericarditis. It may also happen if there is a right heart failure and there is a traffic jam. Because only when right ventricle pumps the blood out, right atrium can get filled. So if the right heart failure is there, then right atrium can't fill and JVP can't unfill. Hence it stands prominent in inspiration. It also occurs if there is a cardiac tamponade. But that becomes the answer here, because all the others are typically seen in cardiac tamponade. Huh? RV diastolic collapse by echo, yes. No, that RV is expected to fill during diastole, right? But if there is a cardiac tamponade, what will happen? No. The fluid around the pericardium will make the RV, which is expected to bulge at the time of diastole, instead of bulging, it makes it to collapse. Normally diastole, RV is expected to open up. So diastolic collapse of the RV is the feature which is characteristic of cardiac tamponade, is what we need to basically appreciate. What is Tangiers disease? A low HDL. So what is our deal? One question should come on lipoproteins. Without that, there is no question paper. Magnesium deficiency. Examiner's interest is to give a good question only. But alternatives are very, very cheap and openly seductive. Hypokalemia and hyperkalemia are the two options. So you know that hypokalemia refractory to the therapy is generally due to associated magnesium deficiency, not the hyperkalemia. So that becomes the except about it. All the remaining are true. MODY, maturity onset diabetes among young. There are six types of MODYs, doctor. Everything is associated with one gene defect. MODY2 is glucokinase, MODY3 is hepatocyte nuclear factor 1 alpha, MODY4 is insulin promoter factor 1, there GLUT4 and here MODY2. These two are the what you call the leg pulling questions of otherwise a beautiful subject called endocrinology. So I hope you might have answered it as MODY2 gene. Pancreatitis can be a complication of exenatide. You all know that one question comes from either insulin or one of the diabetic drugs. Without that there is no paper. The most common psychiatric disorder in Parkinsonism is the mood disturbance. It is not the elevation of the mood but depression of the mood, which is most common. Post-infective irritable bowel syndrome, commonly due to which organisms do you have? Campylobacter very commonly, followed by Salmonella, diarrhegenic strains of E. coli and Shigella. any of them can lead to it. This is a very common question. As a house surgeon, without preparation you are expected to answer. GDCS status, if the patient comes, you are expected to treat them with phosphonatoin. There is a protocol, you know, initially what we do, then if not what we do, then we will intubate and give what until anesthesia stage. You know the protocol of management of status. Proton pump inhibitor is omeprazole. Another very easy question. Acute mesenteric vascular occlusion, gold standard any day is mesenteric angiography. You all know very well. For atherosclerosis, high fibrinogen, not low fibrinogen, is considered to be the risk factor. Now proteinuria is divided into glomerular causes of proteinuria and tubular causes of proteinuria. You all know that Alport's made, there is a problem with the basement membrane of the glomerulus. There's a reason proteinuria there should be glomerular proteinuria. So I leave to you the literature. Causes of tubular proteinuria, which include Balkan nephritis, radiation nephritis, analgesic abuse, Sjogren syndrome, cystinosis, lot of things are there. Then glomerular proteinuria, you have Fabry's disease, Alport syndrome, Neil-Patella syndrome, etc., etc. Alport's is one common topic asked in the exam, doctor. I was looking for sarcoidosis, I could not find it anywhere, but I hope sarcoid also will go and affect tubule only, hopefully, by elimination. Now achalasia cardia we use all of the above. Do you disagree? One more, all of the above is all of the above only. Cat is cat only. Now, which is a serotonin receptor antagonist, which is not. You know that lenriotide is similar to your octreotide, which is used in carcinoid, not for its 5-HT antagonistic effects, but to treat the secretory diarrhea of the carcinoid. So, it is basically a long-acting analog of the somatostatin. The lenriotide is what you need to appreciate. So, rheumatoid arthritis, what you don't find? Neutropenia with rheumatoid arthritis is Feltis. You will all answer it. You know, it happens. And rheumatoid arthritis being an inflammatory state, any inflammatory state will produce acute phase reactants. And platelet count rise is a typical feature of any inflammatory state. Thrombocytosis is found. Now how about ineffective erythropoiesis? One of the causes of anemia of chronic disease found in rheumatoid arthritis, one of the pathophysiologies is ineffective erythropoiesis. So the answer becomes eosinopenia. Primary biliary cirrhosis, the middle-aged 40-year-old female with pruritus, with jaundice, with antimitochondrial antibodies elevated is primary biliary cirrhosis. You all know the classical question in rheumatology. In CML, vitamin B12 levels are typically elevated. In the case of the chronic myelogenous leukemia. This is one of our Sunday test discussed that coast-like border which is found in the case of the cephaloid spots of McCune-Albright syndrome, ragged borders where we find all these things we discussed in our Sunday mock tests. So McCune-Albright is that metabolic disease, bone disease, where you have the cephaloid spots is what need to be remembered. Now what happens in nephrotic syndrome? There is an edema. Huh? Nephritic, huh? Paper mein, maybe it should be nephrotic. So you think nephritic is only correct, eh? Or nephrotic should be there? I know, original frame is nephritic syndrome. Just like our Sunday discussion, can we ask examiners, please do spelling correction. Is it nephrotic which will fit Ah, very good, question cancelled. Huh? You can always claim no, then examiner will say. So examiner paper will also have spelling mistakes, doctor. We thought only our DTP operators have that emergency coitus phenomena. Type a little and then run and then come and then work kind of a phenomena. Even university examiner DTP operators also suffer from that discontinuity phenomena. So it should be nephrotic ideally, then answer should be made. Most of you might have answered D. No? Then you claim. Then you claim. If you went wrong, claim it. But what was your otherwise answer? Minimal change is 85% in nephrotic only. Elevated serum cholesterol is nephrotic only. Hypervolemia, nephrotic only. And the reabsorption of sodium is responsible for all that edema. Anyway. There is anemia, lymphadenopathy, hepatosplenomegaly with increased IgM, not IgG. And the presence of the light chains of the kappa variety, where do you find? Typical of Waldenstrom's macroglobulinemia is also called lymphoplasmacytic lymphoma, where you predominantly find IgM, and it is an example of an indolent lymphoma. There will be fatigue, lymphadenopathy, splenomegaly, hepatomegaly, organomegaly is very classical. And if you happen to do the urinary immunoglobulins, then you find Bence-Jones proteins of the kappa variety, classically in the case of the Waldenstrom's macroglobulinemia. Sudden cardiac death can occur where? WPW, prolonged QT, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, not VSD. I think easiest question. Probably instead of VSD, they might have put some Romanas-Ward syndrome or something to make it spicy. But very simple questions. Fluconazole is antifungal or not? So this kind of questions.